Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am stopping in today to share an outgoing swap that I created for the BB's Crafty Peeps Facebook group. There was an ornament swap in the group that Brittanee posted. It was a very simple swap. We just had to create two ornaments. The requirements were that one of them could be crafter's choice and the other one had to be a shaped ornament. Those were the only requirements, nothing else to add to it, just the two ornaments. And I believe, if I recall correctly, Brittanee said that she wanted to do this swap because she wants to like decorate a tree for every season. So first up is going to be fall. So it had to be fall themed ornaments. And I think the only other requirement was that your ornaments had to have a sentiment, which is the part that I almost forgot. So I had to go back at the last minute and add a sentiment to mine. So both of my ornaments ended up being somewhat shaped. So this is ornament number one. And I got inspiration for these ornaments based on something that popped up in my Pinterest feed. And it was like a Christmas beaded wreath ornament. And I really wanted to, well, first, before I even thought about what I was going to create, this is the paper collection that I wanted to use, and this is the Hello Pink Autumn paper collection from Prima. I've had this for a while and never used it. It's very pretty. Do a quick flip. This is my favorite paper in there. So this is the paper that inspired me. So I wanted to choose those colors, and then I had to decide what ornaments I wanted to make. So with the beaded ornaments, and I'm sorry guys, I did not record a process video for this. I'm sure I may make some more, so I'll record those. But what I did was took my big bag of unfinished wood beads, and they're in all different shapes and sizes in there. And I took some out, and I knew that I wanted to pull in the colors from that paper collection. And I didn't want them all to be painted. I wanted to do different finishes on the beads. I wanted to stain some, I wanted to paint some, and I wanted to keep some in their natural state. So I went to Hobby Lobby and I found this color wash tint for natural surfaces, and they had like 7 different finishes, but these are the 2 that I chose, and they have like a metallic finish in them. It's very subtle, and I wasn't sure how the colors were gonna come out. Like, looking at this, I would not think that this would give me that color bead. Actually, it's a little bit darker because I just colored a bunch of beads. So straight out of the bottle, this is how this tint colored the unfinished beads. And it was okay, but I didn't love it. I wanted to, you know, make it a little lighter, so I poured some in my little thing that I was using, my little painter's tray, and added some water to it to dilute it a little bit, and I like this a lot better. And then the same with this one. I actually loved the darker beads. I wanted darker and I wanted lighter, so I added water to this as well and got the lighter version. So they are all the same. And for my sentiment, I used, I think it was a KS Craft pumpkin die that had 2 sentiments with it. It was a pumpkin shaker die. So I chose my favorite paper from the collection as my shadow piece, and then I did the white glitter iridescent cardstock to cut out the actual letters. And I'm sorry if that's not showing up on camera. Still haven't figured out. Well, I haven't even played with this camera this week, so I haven't put the work into figuring out my settings for this webcam yet. But I used a pack of like vase filler from Hobby Lobby, and I think I have that still over here. So this is what that looks like. So I chose some of the little mini pine cones out of that and some of the little styrofoam pumpkins out of it. And then for the greenery, this is a rather large pick that I got from Michael some years ago, and I'm still cutting off of it and using it. So I just hot glued that on after I decided on my design. I will show you what I used. I had some of this thicker gauge wire, and got to use some of my jewelry making tools. This one here helps to shape it into, you know, a more symmetrical circle. So I decided on my size, shaped it up using this tool, and then just twisted it together and folded it under. And then I used some yarn as my little hanging element, and that is my ornament number 1. And again, they're all the same. Some of them I painted the blue beads and the white ones, and then like this one here with the grooves in it. I'm not sure if that's showing up on camera. I left those natural. All right, so that's ornament number 1. Ornament number 2, y'all know I love gnomes. In some way, I wanted to get my gnomes introduced into this swap, and I'm so happy with how they came out, and I hope everybody likes them. But here are my little gnome ornaments. And again, I pulled colors from the collection. I watched several YouTube videos, and I didn't follow any one person's tutorial. I like took parts from one and parts from another that I liked, but I made my gnomes out of yarn, and I cut up a paper towel roll, and some of the beads that that I stained, like the smaller ones, I used those for the nose, and pulled out my embroidery needle so that I could do a hanging element that was not hot glued down in there. And then I forgot about the sentiment. Like, your ornaments had to have a sentiment on it. So what I did was I pulled this sticker book, the Simple Vintage Country Harvest sticker book, and I think I won this in a giveaway from Tamika, who's Scrap the World. And in the back they have some sentiment stickers. So for these two, I took this sentiment strip and I cut off the Hello Fall. I wanted it with the 2 little asterisks on both sides of it, so I just cut it apart to get the pieces I needed. And then for this one here, I think I used one of these sentiments. And the sentiments are backed with glitter cardstock, the white iridescent glitter cardstock, and then I had some sort of pinkish mauve glitter cardstock. So I think they came out really, really cute. I had a lot of fun putting them together. Give you a close-up on those. So there's that one. This one here. And then that one there. So those are my ornaments for the fall ornament swap for BB's Crafty Peeps Facebook group. Again, I hope everybody likes what I made. I just need to package these up, and I already have my little packages ready to go. Sorry about the glare. I just cut a piece of the pattern paper from the collection And then in the back, my little goodie that I'm including are some of these little hair spirals that we use for dangles. I'm including one of those in everybody's package, but that is it for my swap. I will come back on to share what I received for the swap. It was a make 3 get 2. The third one is for the hostess. So yeah, check out Brittanee's Facebook group. I'll link it down below, as well as her channel. I will link that down below as well. If you have any questions, uh, leave me a comment down below. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. And again, thanks for hanging out with me. Bye.